How does time out define odd time signatures? Imagine a jazz album that turns the usual rhythm on its head and makes you think about music in a whole new way. That's what Time Out by the Dave Brubeck Quartet did when it was released in 1959. This album is part of many lists of essential jazz recordings because it changed how people saw rhythm in jazz. But how exactly does it use odd time signatures? Let's break it down. First, a quick look at what a time signature is. It's a way of telling musicians how many beats are in each measure and what kind of note gets one beat. Most jazz songs stick to common time signatures like 4/4 or 3/4. 4/4 means 4 beats per measure, and 3/4 is like a waltz with 3 beats. But Time Out pushes past those familiar patterns to include less common signatures. These are called odd time signatures, such as 5/4, 7/4, or 9/8. They sound different because they don't fit into the usual rhythmic patterns. The album's first track, Blue Rondo a la Turk, starts with a 9/8 time signature. Instead of dividing 9 beats evenly into 3 groups of 3, it uses a pattern of 2 beats, 2 beats, 2 beats, and then 3 beats. This creates a rhythm that feels a little off balance but very lively. During solos, the band switches into 4/4, giving a familiar feel and making the odd time signature stand out even more. Then there is Take 5, which is probably the most famous track from the album. It is entirely in 5/4 time. The rhythm is steady, but the extra beat makes it feel like it's swaying gently. Listeners might not know why it feels so different, but they can sense that it's not quite regular. This track proved that odd time signatures could be easy to listen to and even dance to, not just something for music theory classes. Other songs on the album also play with changing meters. 3 to Get Ready switches between 3/4 and 4/4, while Kathy's Waltz begins in 4/4 but then moves into a double waltz feel. Tracks like Everybody's Jumpin' and Pick Up Sticks use 6/8 time, but each handles it differently, one with a loose, open feel, the other with a tight, steady groove. What makes Time Out special is how it shows that odd time signatures aren't just a technical trick. They can shape the mood of a song, give it energy, or make it feel more relaxed. The album's success, selling over 1 million copies, proved that audiences were ready for rhythmic experiments. Musicians started to see that these unusual meters could be used creatively in jazz and other styles. In the end, Time Out changed how jazz musicians think about rhythm. It showed that odd time signatures could be fun, expressive, and accessible. For listeners, it opened up a new world of rhythmic possibilities. Even today, it remains a key example of how rhythm can define a jazz album and inspire new musical ideas.